In an ultimate social experiment, 100 Minecraft players were sent to 3 different dimensions and forced to create their own civilizations. The players were given absolutely no help or guidance, so it was entirely up to them to elect a leader, build a society, and if it came down to it, invade other dimensions in an all-out interdimensional war. This won't be easy though, as the players were in hardcore mode, so if they die, they'll be dead forever. Sit back, relax, and pick a dimension to root for. I present to you Minecraft Civilization Dimension Edition. We start our story in the overworld, where the players began by doing what all great civilizations do, imprisoning the native population and vandalizing their property. Some players began building a farm, whilst others ventured out into the caves, taking advantage of the overworld's rich resources. It was during this time that a player named Flo declared his ambitions.
I want to become the most powerful player on this Minecraft SMP.
This was a foreshadowing of things to come. In the Nether, players were greeted by a much more hostile environment. While trying their best to punch down warped trees, players were getting taken out left, right and centre by piglins. Those that survived the chaos quickly ran to the basalt biome and began mining blackstone to craft themselves some stone tools. While a group of brave players led an expedition into the nearby nether fortress, a lone player, B-Bag, rushed over to explore one of the bastions. Inside, he got very lucky and didn't come across any major resistance, that he took all the loot for himself.
Oh my god!
By the time other players arrived, B-Bag was long gone.
We need to dominate both of us.
Yeah, we are dominating this server.
And after plotting his rise to power with his ally Wildling, he took a tour of the Nether, showing off his wealth to the civilians.
There's a guy with like 3 diamonds here already. Jesus Christ, man.
The people of the End had the hardest beginning. Being the only way to get anything, they were forced to raid the huge end cities with no armor and no weapons. Which, as you can imagine, when, it was safe to say the End was getting obliterated. Those that did manage to work together and raid the cities quickly became the most powerful players in the dimension. The survivors began wearing pumpkins to avoid getting murdered by the locals. They also found a sapling in one of the chests and quickly set up a tree farm. As you can expect, everyone was incredibly orderly and took turns waiting to harvest each tree. Back in the overworld below ground, players were beginning to find their first diamonds.
Oh, diamonds! No way.
However, they were losing a lot of teammates to hostile mobs.
Oh, he's dead. Oh, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead.
Above ground, trading and cooperation had started. However, it wasn't long before infighting broke out between some of the members of the population. Flo believed that another player, Level, was stealing his iron.
This level 55 guy stole 6 of my iron.
This annoyed Flo greatly, so he responded by stealing the team's enchantment table.
Enchantment table, enchantment table, enchantment table, enchantment table.
Flo stole the enchanting table and ran off.
Then, after being chased by his angry fellow citizens, he escaped into the distance.
Get on the boat! Yes! I'm away!
While in hiding, he conspired with some fellow teammates to keep the enchantment table for themselves.
Guys, does anyone need an enchantment table?
Yes, this is my thoughts. Keep it for now and don't let anyone use it.
Soon, propaganda began spreading across the overworld, alerting the population that Flo had become an enemy of the state. Eventually, Flo was tracked down by a player named Jolly Tinsel, who was very angry with Flo and wanted the enchantment table back.
He's holding the enchanting table.
I don't have the enchant table. I'm literally holding it in front of this guy's face. You're holding it. Bruh, that is a boat.
Then he proceeded to run away. And so, Jolly Tinsel, outraged by the incident, placed a large bounty on Flo's head. In the Nether, food supplies were running dangerously low, so players ventured into the Crimson Forest to hunt down wild hoglins for pork chops. This method of food collection was incredibly dangerous, and the Nether team lost several players. While the majority of the citizens were struggling to survive, B-Bag, already the most powerful player in the server, ventured over to the Nether Fortress and allied with a player named Aloys. Somehow, he managed to convince Aloys to hand over his diamond chestplate. This meant that B-Bag now had full diamond armor, which gave him a considerable advantage over his fellow struggling citizens to shelter the surviving civilians from the hostile outdoors. Construction of an underground bunker had begun.
Give us a little tour.
I'm just a loner. I've got a button and a door.
Oh, wow.
It was down in this bunker that some players began laying out their vision for a communist society.
We're democratic, but we have a communist society.
They also set up their own religion, worshipping what they called the Nether deity. The citizens of the End were the most organized when building their civilization. Using buckets of lava and water from the cities, they smartly constructed themselves a cobblestone generator. They also got to work planting carrots, wheat and potatoes in order to get themselves off their diet of chorus fruit.
What's the biggest issue you guys are coming across in the End?
Resources. I think it's the lack of resources that we have.
It's not the lack of resources, bro. It's the lack of people with balls.
You know what? He did have a point. The End was by far the most loot-rich dimension, yet very few of the players were willing to risk their lives to go retrieve it. This left lots of potentially useful diamond armor lying around in the chests. The first event the players faced was the hunger event, where all players were given a strong hunger effect for a full Minecraft day. In the overworld, players above the surface were able to tolerate it, considering they had a thriving and ever-expanding farm. However, many players who were caught underground were unprepared.
Guys, I'm out of food. I'm starving. Help! No!
Out of all the dimensions, the end was hurt the least by the hunger effect.
Oh wait, oh god, hunger events. Stand still, people.
The players, being able to harvest an abundant amount of chorus fruit, meant they were fine, with the slight side effect of teleporting all over the place. After failed attempts at making a hoglin farm, the Nether citizens began to starve.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna starve to death.
I have 1 hunger bar left.
No one in the bunk has food.
We're dead.
I'm gonna die. I'm on 1 heart. Bury me in the hype house.
Oh, don't die.
No.
B-Bag had other plans. Using his armor, he was able to survive as a nomad, constantly moving around. During this time, he also raided the other bastion.
Oh, that's the second bastion. I'm gonna loot the second bastion. Okay.
Further consolidating his loot advantage. One player, SnowDK, had resorted to cannibalism and attempted to kill zombie piglins to provide rotten flesh to the incredibly hungry citizens.
Oh yeah, food!
Food!
Unfortunately, however, zombie piglins don't drop rotten flesh anymore,
I didn't get any food.
so no cannibalism for them. Now it was time for the build event, where players are given 2 Minecraft days to build the best town they can. Each town will then be judged, ranked from worst to best, and given a prize. In the overworld, players didn't immediately band together and begin building. However, players had begun construction of a huge defensive wall around their portal, expanded their farm to support the population, and were rapidly militarizing with more armor and weaponry. Meanwhile, Flo had managed to get himself full diamond armor and had begun recruiting himself a following of players. Not all the players were happy with Flo's attempts to integrate back into society though. Some had even constructed a jail for him.
Someone made a prison. There's a sign in the prison that says wanted Flo.
No way, where is it? No chance, man, no chance.
Then suddenly, a raid fell on the village.
Wait, guys.
It was a perfect opportunity for Flo to show off his leadership skills to his followers.
We need to get into this raid right now. Everyone stick together, okay?
Yeah.
Oh no, my farm. Oh no.
He managed to coordinate the defense of the village, and in the process managed to win over the favor of more of the population.
Oh, you seem like a cool guy, not gonna lie.
Yeah, come on guys, I'm in a maid dress. I'm doing a Minecraft event like.
You're an even cooler guy now.
Despite Flo's army coming in to save the unequipped farmers from certain death, several citizens fell to the pillagers.
No.
Someone died.
2 players, Saz and Jolly Tinsel, weren't happy with Flo showing his face in the town, so they attempted to assassinate him with a bucket of lava.
Oh, people are trying to kill me right now.
After surviving the assassination attempt, Flo held a meeting with Saz and the rest of the opposition to discuss a peace treaty between the 2 factions.
Saz, oh my god, Saz, bro, Saz, I do not have an enchantment table.
Despite Flo actually still having the enchantment table in his inventory, his followers backed him up.
No one took your enchantment table.
Yeah, we've been with Flo this entire time.
This Jolly guy, I don't know why, but he dislikes me.
I saw you steal it. I have a recording of you stealing it.
Then, smartly, Flo diverted the conversation to acquiring totems.
Man, we need to get totems. We need to just stop focusing on this and we just need to get totems.
Exactly.
The opposition still hadn't given up though. Someone changed the bounty on Flo's head from 1 diamond to 10 diamonds, and then had it even raised to a totem of undying.
Hey guys, apparently there's bounty on my head. Someone will get a totem of undying if they kill me.
All of these shenanigans were distracting the population from the architecture competition, so the overworld civilization was seriously lacking behind in terms of buildings. They had a great farm, but they didn't have any self-built houses. Sensing time was running out, Flo ordered the completion of the great defensive wall around the portal.
Build a wall, build a wall. Everybody put in the chat. If you're in the car right now, build a wall.
During the construction, Flo managed to persuade some of the opposition that he wasn't such a bad guy after all.
Let's just forgive Flo.
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, man, I'm on your team. Like, you're kind of stuck with me, and I'm an Irish man, so you might as well trust me because I'm Irish.
Yeah, I do like the accent.
In the Nether, the people of the communist bunker civilization began construction of houses, using the raw materials they found around them. On the far side of the Nether, B-Bag, along with ally SnowDK, were trading with the native piglins. He was fearful of an assassination attempt on his life.
I saw 2 people over there with buckets, and that makes me think they really want me dead.
He also took this time to outline his ambitions for ultimate power.
I'm not gonna let anyone be a leader if they're not good enough.
One of the members of the communist bunker civilization, a player named 99-1, discovered something really special. A baby piglin riding a chicken.
We need to harvest chicken.
Yeah, we can actually get food. Yeah, because it can drop eggs. It can drop eggs.
And after taking out the piglin, he made it his life's ambition to get the chicken back to the community. While 99-1 was doing good for the people, B-Bag was on a political campaign through the nation, recruiting as many disciples as he could.
After the famine, I went on my own, finding food.
It's a good idea to get away from these people, you know? You never know what might happen to them later.
It turns out he didn't agree with basically anything the bunker people were up to.
They're praising a false prophet, and they're keeping our ancient relatives in cages.
They're blocked.
You don't praise a false prophet.
Just before the architecture competition had concluded, 99-1 successfully brought the chicken back to the community.
We did it! This chicken was my life. It was a crazy journey, but I'm so glad it came down here.
The End civilization had been working hard on their infrastructure, paving pathways out of End stone brick, as well as building several houses out of materials native to the End, which acted as shelters to farm ender pearls from. They had also constructed a defensive wall at a choke point on the Sky Island, fit with an archway.
I'm just saying, our village looks pretty decent.
Somehow a wandering trader had spawned, so the citizens quickly imprisoned it and exploited its valuable trades for new seeds. This allowed players to expand their farm even further, planting melon and pumpkin seeds. When asked about the End's ambitions for the future, I got this response.
Genocide. Genocide. Honestly, I plan to do my part for my country.
The End Dimension clearly wanted some blood. In first place, the Nether. They had constructed a large town, which included a statue, luxurious accommodation, and even a church dedicated to worshipping Shrek. Congratulations, you guys came in first place.
Yes! Because of the chicken!
In their reward, they received 34 diamond ore, 32 iron, 32 lapis, 64 gunpowder, lots of bread, and most importantly, 4 netherite ingots. However, this loot wasn't distributed evenly among the people. One player, Ryguy, a close ally of B-Bags, managed to seize the majority of the loot.
These people don't know I took basically all the stuff.
The citizens, however, came up with a proposition.
Marcus, if we put everything back into the first place chest, can we get a revive instead?
Yeah, sure.
Put everything back.
Some of the players, however, weren't on board with this idea.
No, don't say what I have, don't say what I have.
And wanted to keep the loot for themselves. Even though they didn't work together, I felt bad for those that did. So, because you were so dedicated in getting your teammates back, I'm gonna let you keep all the stuff. While the bunker citizens were sharing out the loot between them, Snow DK, close ally of B-Bag, placed down the lava bucket,
Guys, I see.
which claimed the lives of 3 nether citizens. Not knowing who placed the lava, and outraged by the killings, people demanded justice.
We have a traitor.
I know who. This
Traitor among us.
Kill him! Kill him!
And ultimately, with the support of his followers, murdered him too. He's dead. 3 players, Dumpus, Earless, and Jordan, the most geared warriors of the Bunker Society, figured out that Snow DK was responsible for the killings. They chased Snow away from the town. Then in a sudden turn, B-Bag, seeing his friend get chased, charged them head on.
Who the f killed Dunk? No!
Look how much.
No, stop. Nobody killed Jordan. I don't think he was involved. Oh, let's go.
He was a friend.
B-Bag had lost his friend Snow DK. However, with the Bunker's warriors dead, he had also just wiped out the final resistance to his rule. I'm happy to announce that you guys came in second place.
Oh yeah!
Slot 4, baby!
Overworld came in last place, so they got the least loot out of the 3, and they also got a surprise. Okay, everybody, I've got your prize for the build competition. Congratulations, you guys came in last place.
Marcus, what the hell?
Now that the towns were built, it was time for the players to elect a king, either through democratic or authoritarian means. The elected leader will be given a Protection 10 crown to mark them as king.
B-Bag, would you consider yourself as a leader right now?
Yes.
Despite B-Bag's attempts to bribe the citizens to vote for him,
Guys, 99-1 should be the leader.
It's 9.
99.
the Bunker civilization voted to elect 99-1, the Chicken Man, as their king.
The king! A true leader!
B-Bag and his followers, of course, weren't happy with the results of the election. Do you guys agree with the election? Or?
We definitely do not, and I think we'll be taking action.
So they planned to stage a coup to seize the crown and power for themselves.
We're going to stand up and let's say we're going to take back our rule.
Now that we are ready, we could probably kill the whole of Nether.
B-Bag and his small army stormed the town,
He's just a competent leader that has a protection set of elements.
And while holding the king hostage with a crossbow, tried to convince him to hand over his crown.
In my personal opinion, the way you're running this country, the second the gates open, we will be perished from this earth because we have no strength. We have no community. This is your leader? What is this?
Yes,
is this a joke?
He got us a chicken. He got us a chicken.
Knowing that he was outgunned militarily, 99 won with one final act of defiance.
Don't do it. No!
Yes!
Infuriated by the events,
Crown is gone now.
B-Bag ordered the assassination of the king.
Should I pull it?
Yes, kill him.
99 won. The chicken man was dead.
You will fail. You do not even have a crown. The dimensions will win.
B-Bag was now king of the Nether. However, it cost his nation drastically. He had been single-handedly responsible for the deaths of 9 innocent civilians. They were now down to 11 people and 1 chicken.
I'm killing the chicken. I'm gonna kill the chicken.
No,
you kill the chicken.
Don't kill the chicken.
With the death of the chicken, the last remnants of the bunker civilization were no more.
You're trying to overthrow him.
We were trying to be able to secure our dimension protection, but we cannot rely on some guy who's known forever as the Chicken Man, because that's the only thing he has ever done in his life.
B-Bag, are you trying to be a dictator?
I will be whatever I need to be to secure the survival of my nation.
In the overworld,
who wants to run for leader? Dreadful, why should people pick you?
I have an axolotl.
Okay.
That's a fair
point. Okay.
My name is Flo. I have an axolotl as well. I also have an enchantment table for everybody.
That's right. This man had the audacity to use the enchantment table he stole as leverage in the election.
I'm also Irish.
Right, if you want Flo to be leader, say aye. Aye. Right, Flo is the leader.
Let's go! I'm the leader.
Despite Flo previously being labelled an enemy of the state, had somehow ascended the hierarchy and was elected king. As king, he was given an overpowered crown.
Oh my god, what the hell? We literally just stick together, I'm telling you, man, we got this so easy.
Soon after his election, fights broke out within the population. One player, Felix MC, murdered fellow player Intensify. Flo decided to enforce the law, so he sent his entire army to hunt down and execute the murderer.
Guys, everybody kill Felix MC right now. Nice! Oh my god.
Nice! Now share his riches with the poor.
The end election was by far the most democratic and organised. They constructed a stage, and each candidate for leader gave a speech outlining why the people should vote for them.
Everyone will have all the materials we'll need when we go to battle. That's like the #1 thing we need.
Very nice, very nice. Round of applause. Yay.
Boys, we've suffered through hard times, but we managed to get over it. The weak have died, but the strong have lived, and we are the strong. We will be the best. No one is on our level. Thank you.
Oh, amazing.
Nice!
I myself have been the father to my son, Tom Axel, who was tragically stolen from me. When it comes to wars, we are the end, and, you know, we gotta put an end to something, okay? Now, oh my gosh, it's Tom. Give me Tom right now. Give me Tom right now.
Everyone get off your asses. Okay, and anyone who votes for me gets a free diamond, so, you know.
Alright, that's a better bribe.
After the attempted bribery, the people voted for their leader.
The winner overall is XGF Gaming.
XMF Gaming was then crowned King of the End.
Oh, he got dragged. He deserves it.
Let's go.
It's a Protection 10 Ender Dragon helmet.
Oh my god.
Well, I want to thank everybody for this. We are going to be the strongest team.
With the leaders elected, the portals were now open. Players were now free to move from dimension to dimension, and with that, the Great Interdimensional War had begun. In the Nether, B-Bag rallied the remaining population to take a defensive position in the fortress.
We need the high ground, everyone to the fortress.
Meanwhile, the End planned to go on the offensive.
If everything looks clear, we're going to invade the overworld, try to knock out as many players as we can, and lower the numbers so we have a fighting chance.
After gathering his forces, the king marched his army over to the portal. Then, he ordered the invasion of the overworld.
Alright everyone, go, go, go!
Let's go!
The End troops passed through the portal, then spawned on the outer island in the top corner of the overworld. Overworld scouts caught sight of the massive approaching army.
And people went into overworld,
Oh my god, we all need to stick together. Everybody go to the wall.
It was all-out war. With many casualties on both sides. Eventually, the overworld army was pushed from their defensive positions, forcing them to take a stand at the farm.
They have no great armor! Oh, I got him!
Get him, lads!
Taking advantage of the chaos, longtime rival Saz attempted to assassinate Flo, his own king.
Why is Sav doing this, man? What did I do to Sav?
Having been separated from his army, it wasn't looking good for Flo. However, luckily an end player accidentally came to his rescue.
Sav is gonna die, guys. Sav's a traitor.
And murdered Sass. During the fierce fighting back at the farm, the king of the end fell in battle.
Oh no, King is down, King is down.
He was killed by Jolly Tinsel. You know, this guy from earlier. Jolly then took the end leader's Protection 10 crown for himself. Despite losing their king, it was looking like the end were coming out on top. However, in a sudden turn, No Just on Top betrayed his own team and started attacking them.
Murder him! Murder him!
The end army then turned their attention to stomping out and executing the traitor. This gave the overworld army enough time to retreat and regroup their remaining forces. Meanwhile, in the Nether, B-Bag's nether forces were lacking supplies, so to acquire food and information, B-Bag led a small expedition into the overworld. Somehow, No Just on Top, the traitor, managed to escape through the portal back to the end, which made the end army refocus their efforts on taking out the remaining overworld players. After sneaking past the two warring armies, B-Bag raided the town's farm. Then, feeling overconfident, he decided to launch a surprise attack on the end soldiers, which didn't go to plan. And after getting pursued by a legion of end players, retreated back through the portal, this time into the end. Having been confronted at the wall once more, Flo realized they were outmatched, so he ordered everyone to retreat up to the skybase.
Everybody come with me to the skybase right now.
This turned out to be a fantastic call, as they managed to pick off some of the overly aggressive end players.
This guy's dead, this guy's dead.
Kill him, kill him, kill him! Don't let him out, don't let him out!
There's no shot.
He's an axe, he's an axe, he's an axe.
Let's go!
Feeling a renewed sense of confidence, the overworld players ventured back down to the surface. Hearing the cries of an overworld citizen getting chased,
I'm at the wall, I'm next to the wheat farm.
Oh yeah,
I see him. Oh my god, there's lots of
people.
them.
after seeing how many end players were after him, Flo panicked
Yo, run! Everybody go to the skybase, go to the skybase again.
and fled to the skybase, leaving what remained of his army to die on the ground below.
Guys, can you just stay at the skybase?
Only 3 overworld players survived this military blunder: Real Rion, Jolly Tinsel, and Flo himself. In the end, B-Bag met up with No Just on Top, traitor of the end team, and they decided to form an alliance. Then together, they ventured back to the Nether. Seeing the end army advance up towards them, Jolly Tinsel jumped down to the surface as a distraction to lead the end army away from his teammates.
We're gonna use this as a distraction and go into the Nether,
Oh,
okay?
see you later, go.
This gave Flo and Real Rion just enough time to flee through the portal into the Nether. With his army completely defeated, Flo knew that his only chance of victory was to ally with the Nether dimension. So he began negotiating with B-Bag to form an alliance between the two nations.
They are so stacked.
I think an alliance is in our best interest.
However, B-Bag, being B-Bag, had different plans.
First of all, get away, guys. I want to talk to them alone.
The end is upon us, and together we are sure to defeat them. But I can do that myself.
What?
Kill them.
What the?
Whoa!
I've got light trap! I'm alive.
Yeah, well, I'm probably not going to be for long, so they're all on me, I'm dead.
Real Rion, heavily outnumbered, valiantly sacrificed himself in battle to give his leader Flo just enough time to escape using his light trap.
Oh my god, guys, we could have won. If we teamed up, we could have won.
Flo tried one last attempt at getting the Nether team to ally with him.
Nether guys, you wanna team up?
But
okay, I'm not gonna take that as a no. Honestly, I'm absolutely flabbergasted. I did not expect that.
Despite all odds, Flo was able to push through the Nether army and escape back to his homeland, where he remained in hiding, constantly evading the occupying End forces. B-Bag was too afraid of the End forces to send his army into the overworld after Flo, and he knew his army was running out of food, so he rallied his troops and ventured into the End. It just so happened that at the same time, Flo also fled to the End.
You know, I'm just gonna destroy their home, you know what?
At first, B-Bag and Flo were hostile to one another, but eventually they managed to form a fragile alliance against the End army.
Dude, do you know what we do instead? Like, alright, do you wanna just have an alliance? Like, just not kill each other, don't fight each other, until the end.
With the exception of No Just.
Unaware that the Nether army, Overworld, and No Just on Top had all formed an alliance and were waiting for them back home, the majority of the End army ventured into the waiting arms of the coalition.
Go, 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 go! You got this, man. I'm with you, I'm with you. Kill him, kill him, kill him! Yes! I hit him back. Nice! Oh my god, no way!
and with the death of TP9, the main military force of the End was defeated. Jolly Tinsel had somehow defied all odds and had managed to survive all that time in the overworld. He then made his way to the End. I'd like to point out that at the very beginning, Jolly had a bitter rivalry with Flo, yet now that they were the last of their team, they were very happy to see one another.
Everyone, try and make it quiet.
My teammate!
Oh my god! Everyone, be quiet, be quiet.
I lived! I escaped that entire time, I lived!
Oh my god, where have you been?
B-Bag hadn't lost a single Nether member during the battle, so he actually held a military majority over the rest of the teams now. So sensing victory, he kicked the traitor No Just on Top out of the coalition and proceeded to wipe out the final trace of the End team.
No Just, I'm so sorry!
Somehow, despite all odds, No Just on Top, after being hunted by the entire End army, actually outlasted all of his former team, yet he too fell to B-Bag and his army. Once the last of the End players were wiped out, Flo, Jolly Tinsel and Weckert were the last resistance to B-Bag's ultimate victory.
Now we gotta take out the overworld.
Only the overworld remains!
Somehow, despite a huge playing disadvantage, B-Bag had led his nation through an interdimensional war and had come out on top. The question remained though, would they be able to secure their victory? Well, here we go. Using smart military tactics, B-Bag focused the entire might of his forces on Weckert, who quickly died.
Got him, we got him!
It was down to Flo and Jolly, former rivals, back to back against an army.
Go up here, go up here, go up here.
Flo valiantly kicked Rygar off a bridge, however, just before being lost to the void.
No, I'm not done. I got an Elytra, boys. We're good.
Unfortunately, after fighting with honor, Jolly was defeated by the combined strength of the Nether army. Flo was completely outmatched, so to give him a chance, B-Bag kindly offered Flo a 1v1, all or nothing, for ultimate victory. Flo accepted the duel, and after being reunited with his old crown,
I've got it, boys. Alright, I'm ready.
the fight commenced.
Let's go, Flo. Get
With the death of Flo, B-Bag and the rest of the Nether team were declared the victors.
Let's go, boys!
Please subscribe if you haven't already, it's free. Cheers, bye bye.